welcome to Nintendo Unleashed, Blazekick's weekly Nintendo podcast, and Blazekick's only active podcast because the other three are dead. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. So, my name is Armando, and I'm one of the regulars here on this awesome podcast. And joining me this week is Connor.
Hi, I'm also a regular on this awesome podcast.
Yeah, and the other regular, that's Noah, is missing again. Bowser keeps taking him. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Noah's gonna miss this extremely spoopy episode. That's gonna be the name of this episode, by the way. Extremely spoopy.
Good.
Yeah. So, this week we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Like, some NX rumors. Interesting. Very interesting. A rumor about a possible Zelda remake, HD remake. That's interesting as well. And some amiibo stuff, Yoshi stuff. The regular. So before we get into all that, we're gonna...
Don't forget.
What?
We have a super special giveaway.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give away a code for something. Something cool. That you can only play with 3 players.
Rest in peace, Purple.
Yeah. So before we get into all of that, we're going to start with what we're playing. Connor, what have you been playing this week?
I think Chibi Robo and Love Live is like it. I want to beat Chibi Robo before I go back to Persona. And the Ice World is really making me regret that decision.
How's Chibi Robo?
It's kind of hard to say. Like, the level design for the most part is pretty good, and I've liked most of the gimmicks. I didn't really like the submarine. I didn't have the trouble with the controls for that part that a lot of people had. But there seems to be really weird, like, the second boss was so far the hardest for me, and the 5th boss was, like, the easiest. So they're, like, way whack with the bosses. And then, the controls in general, I find are, like, not good. It's just bad for a platformer.
So I think I made a right decision by skipping it, right?
Yeah, it's still enjoyable, but not worth, like, if you bought the Amiibo bundle, like, is it 40, 50?
40.
40. Yeah, it's not worth $40, especially since the topic we actually forgot to put here, that Amiibo is going to be for sale separate this holiday season, so.
I would still buy the bundle, to be honest. Yeah. Well, as for me, I've been playing Persona 4 Dancing Online. I think I played a bit of Splatoon. And recently I've been playing, today I was playing some Yoshi's Woolly World. Because that came out, yeah. And I'll talk more about it during Nintendo downloads. And segue there, we're gonna talk about the Nintendo downloads. So let's see. Let's start off with backwards. Let's start off with themes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any anime themes?
No, unfortunately.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
Unfortunately not.
But he's a Smash fighter.
Oh yeah. The ballot results, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No. Actually, we got The Legend of Legacy, the 7 Adventurers theme. I guess you could, if you want to consider that an anime. I'm not sure. It's a game developed by Atlas. So. Then we have a Yoshi's Woolly World, Yoshi's on Parade theme. Yeah. Then let's go to just eShop games. Well, it looks like there's a couple of sales this week for, like always, Ed Train Mystery Dungeon and Ed Train Odyssey are on sale.
What? They're never
Yeah,
on sale.
I know. Then I think this is the big one. Something was added to the WiiWare on Wii. That's it's not a game, but it's an app, and that app is Crunchyroll
Yeah.
on Wii, not Wii U, Wii.
Well, it's already on Wii U.
Yeah, but still Wii.
Woohoo!
So if you have a Wii, if you still use your Wii, I guess download Crunchyroll and start watching some dank anime.
Crunchyroll wins the Dreamcast app coming. Or
DSI.
DSi.
DSI. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if you do, they give you a trial if you subscribe to Crunchyroll right away?
Yeah,
Usually,
if you
right?
subscribe, I think it's 14-day trial.
Okay. Still, I would recommend you guys to do it. Check out some anime there. Pretty fun. Then we have a retail game on the Wii eShop, Wii U eShop. And I think it's our most anticipated game of the year. New Super Mario Brothers U plus New Super Wii U bundle.
OMG.
Yeah. I think that's $59.99.
Why does that need to release on the eShop? Like, just cut the price of both of them to make it so it's the same.
And why is it on the eShop?
Oh, it's also in stores.
Yeah, but can't you just download Super Mario Brothers U and buy the DLC?
Well, like, that's what I said, but it would be more money doing it that way. Cause
Really? They didn't even cut the price of New Super
probably
Mario Brothers
not.
U?
I don't know, I didn't look, but don't they normally list price cuts in these PR things?
Oh yeah, and there's no sign of it here. So
And it's Nintendo, they like never price cut.
yeah. Still, I think they should have at least dropped it to like $40. Just a game without the Super Luigi DLC. And last but not least, last thing on here, Yoshi's Woolly World, the game that came out in Europe and Japan like 3 months ago. It's finally here, and I've been playing it. It's really really fun. I actually started playing with my niece, and she's not really into like platformers. And I think she found it very easy to control and all that. So I'm excited to keep playing and to keep playing the game with her.
How do the levels compare to Kirby's Epic Yarn?
See, I played Epic Yarn, but I don't remember that game that well.
Well,
Like I mean, you could die in this game. It's not like
well, I meant like level design, not mechanics. But
well, I have to play more of it. I've only played 3 levels.
well, you can get a general thing from like first 3 levels of Yoshi compared to first 3 levels of Kirby.
Okay, so Yoshi looks and feels like any Yoshi game, to be honest. Even the double design. So if you played Yoshi's, what is it? Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Or Yoshi's Story.
Yeah.
Probably closer to that because there's no Baby Mario.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited to keep playing. I actually scanned all the amiibos. Like, before recording this.
Except the Pokemon ones.
Oh, yeah. That sucks. I wanted a Pikachu Yoshi.
Really, Pokemon Company? It's Yoshi with Pikachu's coloring.
Yellow Yoshi.
No, he'd have like the brown stripes on his back and pink cheeks. Or red cheeks, not pink.
Yeah. So are those the only amiibos that don't work on it?
I think so. You don't have Chibi Robo, so you can't check that. Do like Sonic, Mega Man, Pac-Man work?
Yeah.
Okay. Animal Crossing cards?
Oh, No, I haven't tried Animal Crossing cards. Huh.
Probably the ones that also figure might work, like KK or Tom Nook or Isabel, but I don't know about. Probably not like the villagers and stuff.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I need to try the cards. I haven't done that. Um, well, I was trying to scan the Yarn Yoshi amiibos in that amiibo hut in the game, and it didn't let me. You had to scan it through a level,
Mm.
and then it would save as a skin. That's just something. And then if you scanned a normal Yoshi amiibo, you get like a 3D Yoshi. It's pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm playing the game as Captain Falcon. Yoshi. It's the best.
Yoshi punch.
Yeah. So that's it for Nintendo downloads this week. So moving on to our weekly Splatoon update, I guess.
Well,
Connor.
this week there's like a big thing because they announced on October 20th, version 2.2.0 will be releasing. And mostly it appears to have like weapon adjustments. Um,
Game modes.
yeah, game modes being adjusted.
And it's
There,
mostly Raymaker, right?
I think so. Like, you know those glitches in some stages where you can like, I think Hammerhead Bridge is the main one where you can like get under the map.
Yeah.
So it looks like here they're fixing all of those. There's some I didn't even know about, like salt spray rig adjustments will be made to prevent users from placing splash walls in certain places. I didn't know there was an issue with that. Just in general, it seems like kind of a bug patch and balance patch. Doesn't really seem like it's gonna have like. Well, there is a new weapon coming. I think it's like another one of the custom things. I forgot to write it down. But I don't think it's like the last big update that came with like private lobbies and a bunch of new costume things, a few new weapons. Well, Slosher and what was the other one?
Not sure. But I think the biggest thing about this update is that if you're an S ranked player, you're gonna get matched with more S ranked players. Same thing with S plus.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's what I think. I think that's what the only thing that stands out for me here. Even though I'm not an S ranked player, I'm like B minus.
Well, that would also mean you'd run into less S and S plus.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah. So does anything else stand out for you?
Not really. Just looks like general bug patch, as I said, with a few balancing stuff. Looks like your typical Smash patch.
Yeah.
'Cause that's pretty much all they are.
Yeah. So we could speculate that the next big Splatoon clash is probably going to be the DLC, right? Maybe paid DLC, hopefully,
Yeah, maybe.
or some more gear. That'd be awesome.
I'm not sure if. Like, I don't know if they need to do a patch for that, or if they could release it like the weapons. I guess if it's not already in the game's code, they can't.
Yeah, and I think somebody would have already found it by now,
Yeah.
like they did those weapons. So
Yeah.
so hopefully, I want them to add more gear. That's what I like about Splatoon.
Squid
having-
Girl is too dank for me.
Um,
More
I want
anime
more
crossover, please.
like what?
Squid from Food Wars.
The squid. Yeah, something. I don't know. So yeah, that's it for Splatoon updates here on Nintendo.
So, Nintendo and DNA, they're like making mobile games together or something. And in an interview with the CEO of DNA. He says, soon we should be able to announce the game. I can't say too much more about the Nintendo deal, but it's a really exciting initiative. It's a really long-term initiative. Kind of repetitive there. So, yeah. That's all he said, but basically that means that the...
How soon?
Yeah. I mean, we've known for a while the first game's supposed to come out in 2015, and we're currently in the last quarter of 2015, so it was kind of obvious it was coming soon, unless it was going to be delayed, so I guess this is just reinforcement it's not delayed.
It's maybe by December. When's their next investors meeting?
I have no idea.
I think there's one in December or beginning of January.
Shouldn't there be one for quarter 3?
Oh no! I actually think their next investors meeting is like next week or in 2 weeks on the 28th.
Yeah, it should be coming up soon because
Yeah. Okay.
there's
Yeah. So
one like a month after the quarter ends.
yeah. So maybe it's sooner than we actually expect.
So it might be there. Yeah.
I'm excited for that. We'll see.
It depends what it is. If it's like
Pixel Cross.
no, if it's like Metroid Idol,
It's not gonna be Metroid.
Metroid's Idol Adventure, and it's like another Love Live clone, then I'm probably not gonna get it because I already have enough of those.
What is it? What if it's Metroid Run?
Run.
Revive Samus.
Revive Samus.
Give her a game.
The end of each level, you have to defeat a Metroid Other M box.
Yeah, something like that. Or what if Star Fox Zero is actually mobile with microtransactions,
Zelda,
and it's not a on rails shooter. It's just a rhythm game to compete with Love Life.
I don't know well, an idle-based game with animal space pilots would do in that market, but you never know.
See, it's fun to speculate.
It's fun to think of the stupidest thing you can.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So a few months ago, I don't actually remember how long, there was a Brazilian toy store that put up some Super Mario Hot Wheels, and Hot Wheels officially tweeted that those are releasing this month. So they look cool. They're based off Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, Dr. Mario, and Super Mario Kart.
Okay. And how much are Hot Wheels usually?
I have no
They're like
idea.
$1, right? Like $1.
I think the special ones are like $6 or something.
Oh. Ooh.
I like haven't bought a Hot Wheels car since I was like 5 though.
Yeah.
Maybe a little older than that. So they've probably gone up. Just because everything has gone up.
Yeah. So I think you're right. I think the ones that are like special Hot Wheels are a bit more expensive. I mean, there's Hot Wheels for everything, like Star Wars, Marvel. Yeah. Are you gonna grab any of the Mario Hot Wheels?
If I see it, the Dr. Mario one looks kind of cool, just because it's a hearse. But I'm not really gonna be like running into Walmart the day they release to get one.
And if you get one, are you gonna open it?
Probably. I don't really have anywhere I could display the box, and pretty much everywhere I have in my room, the box would probably get damaged anyway.
Just hang it.
I guess I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't really like the design of the cars. I like the back of the
the box.
the art.
Cool
yeah,
too.
the art. I like the art of the box. So that's just me. And yeah, if I see one, I'll probably pick one up, but I'm not gonna try to collect them all because I'm out of that game.
You were in the Hot Wheels collecting game?
No, toy collecting game. Yeah, I'm out of that. Speaking of that, we're gonna talk about Amiibo like
Yay.
every week, but this time I think it's more important Amiibo news. Like we got some exclusives, new exclusives. So the Mega Yarn Yoshi, and Amiibo and the Villager restocks are gonna be exclusive to Toys R Us. So,
Have you seen? I haven't been paying attention to any Amiibo stuff today, but have you seen if the Mega Yarn Yoshi's exclusive to Toys R Us in Canada? Because I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I don't think so.
I just saw it released today, which is really weird, but I didn't see like where, and I didn't go to any stores, so I didn't have a chance to see it.
I don't think so. I don't think it's exclusive over there as well. But yeah, those two Amiibo are going to be exclusive to Toys R Us here in the United States because I'm not sure about Canada right now. I think
Villager's not even getting restocked here.
Really?
He got a restock a few months ago,
Okay.
and you didn't, so I guess this is
Yeah.
like
So and remember like a few weeks ago that someone found like a bunch of villagers on Toys R Us's system.
yeah.
Yeah, and so that's your reason. They got a bunch of them so they can stock them because it's their exclusive. They do the same thing with their other exclusives, like Bowser Jr. They had a bunch of them when he was released.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I think a lot of people are finally gonna be able to get a North American villager, a villager forehead edition. Yeah. So another Amiibo exclusive news is Falco. That Amiibo is going to be exclusive to Best Buy in North America, right?
Yeah.
Is it in Canada as well?
That one I also haven't seen. No one's put it up yet. And when does that launch again?
November 20th.
So I'm gonna say probably not, just because they also have Lottie, and I think
Okay.
she launches like the week before that. But that's only Best Buy Canada. I think Target in the U.S. has her
That's Lottie.
exclusive.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say Falco's probably either not exclusive at all or not Best Buy exclusive in Canada.
Okay.
But I mean, it might be like a Dark Pit where he's exclusive in the U.S. but not at all in Canada.
All right. And well, that Falco Amiibo is still available on not Toys R Us, at bestbuy.com. So that's good. That means that they have a bunch of stock. And you can order it to have it shipped to your home, or just if you want to just pick it up at your local Best Buy. If you do the latter, you could get free shipping. So that's what I did. So I'm just gonna go to Best Buy on the 20th to pick it up. So yeah, and just more Amiibo news. So the Yarn Yoshi's released today alongside with the game, the Yoshi's Woolly World. And all three of the Yarn Yoshis released. Not so the green one isn't exclusive to the bundle, so you can buy it separately.
Ooh.
So yeah, so that's good. So, although if you want the game, I would recommend just to try to find the bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try to find it.
Bundles have been like really well stocked here. I don't know about where you are, but like every time I go to Walmart, they have the Happy Home Designer 3DS, new 3DS, the one that just has the NFC reader and the cards, as well as the Chibi Robo bundle.
Yeah, it's the same deal over here.
And they even had a Mario Party 10 with Mario. I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. That's the only thing I haven't
Yeah, I was
seen.
surprised when I saw that.
But I've seen a bunch of the Chibi Robo bundles. and the Animal Crossing bundles.
So the bundles are probably decently stocked. However, if
Yeah.
Yarn Yoshi's not exclusive to the bundle, then that might mean like the production was now split between bundle and non-bundle. So maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if I think if you try to find it at least within the first week of release, it's gonna be easy.
Hmm.
But yeah, and if you miss the bundle by any chance, just buy the game and get the amiibo separately because you can do that as well. So that's pretty neat. Um, and the other Yarn Yoshis, the blue one and the blue one and the pink one, none of them are exclusive, so you can go to a Walmart and maybe they'll have them. I was lucky enough to get them at Best Buy, although the guys at Best Buy couldn't find them in the back. It took them like 10 minutes. So yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, but at least they found them, and I think they had more. They told me if I wanted the green one, but I told them that I bought the bundle, so I didn't need them. And they're pretty. Oh my god, they're like really cute. They look really cool in person. I actually want to buy another blue one, because on you can like attach like a strap on it, and you can just hang it somewhere. I want to do that. I want to get a blue one and attach a strap to it and hang it on my car by the mirror.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. And let's see. Did I miss anything? Oh, really quick. Those Yarn Yoshi amiibos are on Amazon right now, or well, at least the pink one is on Amazon, so you can buy it for $16.99. So it's a bit more expensive than your normal amiibo. So yeah, I think that's it for amiibo news this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was most.
Ooh.
What?
Mew.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. So, Mewtwo has appeared at some retailers' websites. I think right now it's only like Walmart and damn, I forgot the name of the other website. It's like B&H.
Barnes and Nobles.
Is it?
I don't know. I think that's a bookstore.
Yeah. No. It's like I pre-ordered some amiibos from there before. It's like B&H or something. It's like a New York-based store, but they tend to be like really bad with their amiibo stock. So even if you pre-order it, it's most likely like that they're gonna cancel your order. So just keep in mind that. But you can order the Mewtwo amiibo on Walmart right now. Do you know anything about Canada?
I haven't seen anyone mention him.
Okay. But at least for the United States, you can order your Mewtwo amiibo now.
I guess that confirms he's not Toys R Us exclusive like most of the Pokemon. Well, I guess Charizard, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff weren't. So, never mind. Only two.
Jigglypuff was, yeah.
Well, he's exclusive to Target, not Toys R Us.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Got it. So yeah, that's it for Amiibo news this week. Mostly positive stuff, which is good.
Not so positive stuff. Nintendo commented saying a 3D Chibi Robo game would have been too hard for children. Yay.
What do you think about this?
Well, I'd just like to say the controls in the ice world of Ziplash, if that's their definition of easy, then I'd like to know what they define stuff like Kirby's Epic Yarn or even like the new Super Mario Bros. Games. Because I keep like falling in pits while trying to do the Ziplash because of the stupid ice. Because Chibi Robo just like can't stop at all. So... Also, I think they're not giving children enough credit unless they're like really aiming for like 4-year-olds, which in that case stop. They don't buy video games, Nintendo. And if they do, it's like Angry Birds. So stop that. They wouldn't have bought a 3D Chibi Robo anyway. And there's nothing wrong, Nintendo, with making a game for like E10 Plus that's like a 3D platformer. They'd be fine with it. Lots of people love the Mario games. Lots of people like that's like the only 3D platformer they really make. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a stupid excuse.
Oh, it is. Definitely.
They seem to use that a lot. Like we did this so to make it easier for children. But like you didn't do like say the what's something they've used that in? The Mario and Luigi Dream Team tutorial thing. That was like a huge issue people had with that game. The long or even Twilight Princess, which we'll talk about later. That long drawn out opening that had like so many tutorials for things you used like once and besides the tutorial. Like people figured out Ocarina of Time without all those tutorials. People figured out Superstar Saga without all the tutorials. So I don't think kids are as stupid as they're making them out to be. Because, like, how old was BMAC when she first played Ocarina of Time? Did she say, like, 5 or something?
Yeah. Look really young.
So, like, people, like, younger than that, they're probably not going to be buying Ziplash either way. I even doubt they'd buy, like, anything more advanced than Animal Crossing on a Nintendo console. So,
Or even Animal Crossing is kind of restricted to younger audience because it's mostly text based.
yeah.
So.
Well, you can get by without text.
Really?
Yeah,
I really doubt it.
if
No,
you just like,
if you hand the game down to someone that's like that's barely starting to read, I don't think they can handle it.
you can just like run around, and you'll eventually like trigger events by accident.
I guess.
I don't know about Happy Home Designer because I think that like requires a lot more understanding what the text says. But
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
New
'Cause
Leaf, I think you could play without actually reading anything.
some extent.
Yeah, you obviously wouldn't get as much enjoyment if you could read. But at that age, they're probably not gonna care anyway. They're probably just gonna like,
Run around, try
yeah,
to catch bugs.
look, this hippo looks cool.
So moving on then. Well, about that Shiba Robo. I think I would have been more inclined to buy a Chibi Robo game if it would have been a 3D Chibi Robo. I was kind of turned off by the platformer,
Yeah,
even by just seeing a like video of it.
so let's
And it
just
looked good.
assume it would have stayed on the 3DS. Compare the amount of 3D platformers and the amount of 2D platformers the 3DS has.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
3D Land is the only one I can think of. There's probably some eShop games. But then like just on my shelf I have Ziplash, Triple Deluxe, New Super Mario Bros. 2. There's like
2D platformers, a lot of them.
yeah. Then the indie scene has tons of 2D platformers.
Yeah, you're right.
So like it's a lot harder to make one that stands out, and Chibi Robo really doesn't do that.
Well, yeah. We'll see how Chibi Robo actually performs this holiday season. I'm excited to see that. We'll see if it actually sells. Because apparently the numbers for Chibi Robo have been terrible recently, right?
Yeah.
And it even has an amiibo. You would have figured that the Amiibo would at least launched it a bit more than it currently is. But yeah, we'll see. So next thing on here is Shimigami Tensei. Damn it, am I saying it right? Shimigami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem trailer that we got like yesterday, and it's mostly a character-based trailer, and it's all in Japanese, so I don't understand a word. So I think it basically shows off some new characters and their I was gonna say persona, but it's not persona. I think they're calling it like Mirage.
They're basically personas.
Yeah, exactly. Your Fire Emblem persona. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Your
it actually is.
/husbando.
No, it's actually your Fire Emblem persona.
Yep.
Because that's what they're that's what they turn into, or that's what helps them out. I don't know how this game works. I just saw some gameplay during E3 and it looks so yeah, go check that out. I'll try to link it on the description of the video. And well, before we go to the break, we're gonna give away a code for the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes demo.
Unfortunately, guys, you missed the first.
By the way, did we talk about that yet? Nope. Nope. So really quick, Nintendo sent out some demos for Triforce Heroes to a selected few, like Connor.
Yay. Both my emails.
Yeah, for example, I didn't get any codes, and I have like 3 Nintendo accounts.
Nintendo America also just tweeted like 10 codes.
Yeah, but a lot of people follow Nintendo America. I'm not going to try to get one from them.
Especially since that was like, how long ago was that? About 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, you have to be like there for a second when that tweet appears. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get one. So Nintendo, what's up with that?
It's because you're salty about something we'll talk about later.
Yeah. So, if you had that email, they gave you away 3 codes for the demo, and this demo is only multiplayer based, so you can't play it alone. You have to get another 3 players or 2 players to play with you. So yeah, let's read out the code. Connor, you do that.
Hold on, I'm just going to read the times real quick that you can play online. So, no matter when this podcast goes up, you're going to miss the first one. That's today, October 16th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time. So what you'll probably get to play is tomorrow, October 17th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. again Pacific time, or the 18th, which is 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. So, if you want to play, because you can't do single player at all, so if you want to play online, it's pretty much your only option unless you happen to have 2 friends that for some reason didn't send you the email or didn't give you a code.
Yeah, or if you have 3 3DSs.
But download play doesn't work, so you need to get 2 other codes. But
Yeah.
anyway, the code is B0HWS030 P8NS3. That's too undank for us to make like some cool wordplay like we were doing with the Smash stage.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you downloaded that demo, let us know. That way we know someone listens to this podcast. But yeah, enjoy your demo. Check out the game on comes out the 23rd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, October 23rd. Well, yeah. We're gonna go on break. We'll be right back.
having to eat mysterious green mushrooms? Well,
Shut.
there's a special charity called The Extra Life, I think it's Foundation, where some of our members of Blaze Kick stream with them each year. I believe Tyler, Gemini, and Will do. So it's basically a marathon, which I believe you can do like whatever, like however long you want, and you kind of set your own goal, and all the money you raise goes. I think it's just a children's hospital. I don't think it's a specific cause. But anyway, it's kind of interesting. But the reason we're talking about it is because this year, on November 7th, Nintendo of America specifically is doing a 24-hour marathon through Extra Life. Which, that's pretty cool.
Is it the only big publisher that's
I haven't
doing it?
heard of anyone else doing it in the past. That doesn't mean no one else has, though.
It's done it, yeah. It's mostly like streamers, right, from Twitch.
Yeah, it's mostly Twitch people.
Yeah.
And also, their goal is $10,000, and they've already raised $1,849, and hasn't even started yet. I also like this post. Many people pledge $1 per hour. That's $24 total, and all proceeds go to help kids. Many people $1 per hour. That's not 24 hours total, or $24 total. That's kind of worded very poorly, Nintendo. But so yeah, if you currently we have no idea what they're streaming. I'm sure the chat is just going to be full of show Star Fox, show Zelda U. Where's the next direct?
Smash ballot results.
Do you think Nintendo's gonna show anything new here?
I doubt it. It's
Like,
just gonna.
Even just like, what do you think they're actually gonna do?
Well, unless they announce something that's coming out recently, that's gonna come out like in a month or so. Zelda, wink, wink.
But they also have like Devil's Third or something. But like, why
Ooh.
would you tune in to watch that? Because like the reason I say that is they want to get you to watch.
Yeah. So I'm guessing at some point they're gonna stream some Yoshi. 'Cause it's out. It's then maybe some Triforce Heroes.
Chibi Robo, maybe?
They don't care about Chibi Robo. They don't care about Chibi Robo. Come on.
Hey, I actually put a lot of focus on that at the Treehouse Live thing.
How did that result? So, and hopefully they'll show off some Amiibo Festival.
Maybe they'll
Xenoblade.
do like if you donate. I don't know if you can send comments with your donations, but they might do a thing like if you donate a certain amount of money, they'll play your Super Mario Maker level during a certain time period.
Oh, well, yeah, that sounds interesting.
Because that like gives incentive to donate.
Yeah, donate $1. We'll play your level, I guess.
Yeah.
But at that point, that stream is gonna turn into like a week, like 72 hours maybe over. Maybe
Well,
over
they
that.
just have to do like this thing is open like starting now and lasts like 30 minutes. So you will only take levels submitted between that period or something.
Oh, well, they're gonna get a bunch of levels in. Yeah.
Or like
at least play the level but not finish it, because
yeah, or they could do something like we can't guarantee we'll do every level, but like the more you donate, the higher the priority or something.
Yeah. Okay. That would work. But yeah. We're gonna leave the link to their page on the description of the video, so you guys can check that out. November 7th. What time?
It doesn't have a time yet.
Okay, so just keep November 7th open so you can watch the stream.
Well, it's 24 hours, so they'll,
Or, yeah, at some
and
point,
that's a
whatever.
Saturday, so it's probably you're
Hey,
probably
oh,
going to be available at some point to watch that.
yeah.
And going by patterns, Splatfest is not going to be that week. It's going to be the week before, so nothing to worry about.
So, moving on. So, just like the name of this episode, Extremely Spoopy, Nintendo actually released a extremely spoopy trailer for Fatal Frame.
Yay.
Yeah, and it was, in fact, extremely spoopy.
Whatever Spoopy means.
Yeah. And this is actually the title of the video.
Yep, it's not a typo. It was confirmed by Treehouse reps.
Yep, extremely spoopy.
And it's
Um,
been like 3 days. If it was a typo, I'm sure they would have changed it by now.
no, at some point they took it down because at first it was super spoopy. Then they just changed it to extremely spoopy.
Man.
Yeah, that makes it a difference, like, huge difference. But yeah, you watched the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think about it?
I'm assuming it's the main character who was like talking through most of the trailer.
I don't know who's the main character.
Uh,
I still don't know.
there's two girls, I think.
Yeah.
They have a Smash trailer or trophy.
It's all confirmed.
Sorry, Sakurai. Sorry, I leaked your.
You heard it here first on Nintendo Unleashed.
But whoever was talking through most of the trailer, her voice is kind of annoying. The rest of the voices were okay. I mean, it's like a trailer quickly edited together. Well, not like quickly edited, but like scenes are like going by really quick, and like it kind of has that horror movie trailer vibe to it. So I think it's from what I've heard of the game, I think it's a good representation of it. It's gonna be, what are they calling it? Free to start? Free to try? Free to start? Okay. On October 22nd, I think you can download the prologue and part of Chapter 1 for free, and then you buy the rest.
And how much is the game? Just your normal $60?
I think it's cheaper than that.
Okay. Okay.
It's also digital only.
And see, a lot of people are not very happy about that.
I mean, because of that promo, it kind of makes sense, the free to start thing, because you can't really. I guess you could, like, through DLC do it, but that just. Unless, like, it's huge on the box saying, like, warning, unless you pay extra, you're only getting part of this game. So. Or if they just don't have that promo at all physical, but.
Why not just sell the game physically for those who want to buy it?
I don't know, maybe they want to do this promo.
Sell it through their website, limited quantities.
I mean, if they can sell Devil's Third physically, there's probably no reason they can't sell this physically.
Yeah. And are you gonna try to download that demo or that free to or that game to play it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Well, you have to keep in mind that it's like 16 gigabytes of the game.
It's like half my Wii U.
Yeah, so make sure you have enough space. I actually liked the trailer. I really liked it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to download it, but I still have the 32 gig Wii U. I haven't bought any external storage.
I would buy one, but don't know if like the NX will work with it or not. And if it doesn't, then it'll be pointless to have bought it.
Well, I could care less about that at that point because I've deleted a couple games just to get other games on there. Like I deleted Pikmin 3, the Wonderful 101. Well, that's gonna remain deleted. Um, and like Monster Hunter, I deleted that. But yeah, I'll try to make space. I'm gonna try it out because it does look extremely spoopy. Plus, you can dress those characters up as what is it, Samus and Zelda? That's it.
Zero Suit Samus, actually.
Oh, Zero Suit Samus. My bad. And Zelda.
Did that was Nintendo Europe that tweeted that, right?
Yeah.
They say
I
if that has anything to do with Amiibo.
No, they didn't. What I think I think in the Japanese version of the game, I don't think it has those costumes, but instead they can wear like bikinis.
Darn!
So
Why did we have to lose that?
so maybe that's why.
Came
um,
trade to them anyway. Why do they care?
true, true. Yeah, I think that's why we're gonna get those instead of the other ones. But I don't mind it. I actually look how they actually like how they look
Yeah, same.
in those costumes. Yeah.
One thing I don't like about this game is it features like the 20th character named Yui. Japan, please stop with the name Yui. Is that like a common name in Japan, or like
Yeah, I think so.
anime
Yeah.
and manga and video game creators just like it?
I think it's common, just like Yuki.
I don't even see Yuki that much in anime. Like, you can name maybe 4 Yukis, but like, as I said, like 20 Yuis.
Yui. Oh, by the way, this is off topic. Has nothing to do with Fatal Frame, but I started watching that Yuru Yuri, and it even has a girl named Yui.
Exactly. I'm reading a manga right now that has a character named Yui. Nisekoi has a character named Yui. Everything is Yui.
Yeah,
Sword Art
but
Online has Yui.
Yui. That's true. That's true. Um, so yeah, that's it for the Spoopy trailer. Check that game out on the 22nd. Download for free. Try it out. Tell us what you think about it. If you actually send a comment or about your thoughts about it, we'll read it on the podcast. Yeah, so tell us what you think about it. Was it, in fact, extremely spoopy? These are the questions that we yearn for. Come on. So, moving on. Some more spoopy news. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam releases on December 4th in Europe, not here.
In Japan.
Okay, and Japan, but not here in North America.
Yay.
Or we don't know that yet, right?
Yeah, Nintendo America hasn't said anything. However, their press release last time they sent it, like the thing with the dates, did list it as 2016, whereas I think Europe had TBD. So I'd say it's probably not going to be this month or this year here.
Okay. Wasn't I'm trying to remember if what was the last Mario and Luigi game?
Dream Team.
Did that release in Europe first?
Yeah, so released in June, I think, in
We got it
Europe.
like in August, right?
Yeah, we got it August, and it was June for Europe and Japan.
Okay, so
I think it was like late June, and we got it mid-August.
okay. So I can see that happening here.
So February.
Yep. Or yeah, seems about right. They don't like to release games in January, so February.
Probably like late January, early February, if we're following that pattern.
Yeah.
But I mean, Superstar Saga released in North America first, so series.
What about Paper Jam?
Maybe what about Paper Jam?
Did that release in Europe first?
It's not out yet.
I mean, damn it. What was the other one?
Paper Mario?
Yeah, Sticker Star.
I have no idea. I think that was Japan, like a few months, but then North America and Europe were the same time.
Mm. Oh, I'm gonna find that out. Yeah, yeah. Keep talking
So,
while you find out, because
yeah,
I want.
there was also some Famitsu, I think it was Famitsu, scans that came out for
Oh,
the game. Yeah.
so Sticker Star released in North America first on November 11th. Then Japan got it on December 6th, and Europe on December 7th.
Oh.
So we got that awesome game first. Best Paper Mario game.
Thank you, Nintendo. But anyway, it shows or reveals that Bowser and Paper Bowser are the main villain.
No. Didn't see that coming.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Bowser has ever been the main villain in a Mario and Luigi game. And besides, the original and Sticker Star were the only times he was the main in Paper Mario. So the majority of these two games, he's not the main villain. So
Isn't he the villain in Bowser's Inside Story?
no, starts with a C.
Oh,
I
so it's
think
another guy.
it's like a witch, I think,
Oh, okay.
because you're inside Bowser, like
Oh, okay.
the name
Okay.
implies.
Hmm.
And so yeah, but the story is Luigi knocked over a storybook, and the Paper Mario universe is in that storybook, and they fall out. Um, yeah, hard hitting story, I know. There's some pictures showing Peach with Paper Peach, Bowser Jr. with Paper Bowser Jr., who I don't think existed before this. Was he in Sticker Star? Bowser Jr.?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I played that.
I know
Awesome.
he wasn't in the first three. Well, he didn't even exist for 64 and Thousand Year Door, but I don't think he was in Super. In fact, I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Also, see Toadette appears. We didn't see her paper form, so
Oh
probably.
yeah, Bowser Jr. was in Sticker Star.
Okay. So no paper Toadette, unfortunately.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Are you gonna get this game when it comes out?
Uh, depends if they improved on the tutorial stuff from Dream Team. Because both, well, not both, all four of the Mario and Luigi games, which this is more like than the Paper Mario, as well as the same dev, are like pretty high rated. The only ones I've heard complaints about were Dream Team with the long tutorial stuff, and what was the second one? Travelers in Time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one I heard has like some filler stuff like near the end. So other than those two, a lot of people like rate what's it called, Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story like really highly. So they're probably really good games. So yeah. Plus, I mean, Paper Mario, and potentially a good Paper Mario.
Yeah. Speaking of Mario, there's gonna be some brand new Mario Maker. I guess it's DLC, right?
Yeah.
Is it free? Through an update. Okay, some
Doesn't
new
say.
Okay, it's just some Mario Maker DLC. We don't know if it's free or not. But it's right now it's only confirmed for Japan because it's Mario Kun.
Technically, it's not even confirmed. It was from a Korokoro leak. Actually, Korokoro's out now, so yeah, I guess it's confirmed.
Yeah. So Yeah, so Mario-kun is a character from the ongoing manga series of Super Mario, and it's actually the manga is actually named Super Mario-kun.
And it like covers everything. Like
Yeah,
Arms is looking into this.
yeah. There's an arc for everything. There's an arc for Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine. Hell, it even has an arc for Mario Tennis Open and Mario Kart 7. So yeah, and the most recent art in that manga is I think it's Super Mario 3D World arc. So
What if they're
so
gonna
it covers
bother with
everything.
Mario Kart 8? Because like, how different would that be from 7? Just have the Koopa kids.
Anti-gravity.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
for an arc, would that really add anything?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if they're gonna make an arc for Super Mario Maker. Oh, oh,
Too meta.
yeah. uh, but yeah. So the costume actually looks cool. Just
The author, Yuki Yukiko Sawada.
told you. Yukio,
Yeah, Yukio. Why am I saying Yukiko?
you're thinking of Persona. It's getting to you,
Actually, I
man.
think I was thinking of Grisaya, but
Damn it.
um, the author's making a level in the game, and that will be released November 6th. Um, there's no date for when Mario Kun's going to be added, and we also don't know if the level or Mario Kun costume are going to be available in North America. Um, I'd hope, just because the fact that we can play levels with Mario Kun in them, meaning that he's going to be in our consoles anyway, that he'd be available to us, but you never know with Nintendo.
hmm So, real quick, Mario-kun is basically Mario with like big anime eyes, and he looks like really happy for some reason.
He's like, he has this really creepy smile.
Yeah, he looks cool though.
I really want this manga to be translated.
Yeah, same here.
I'm pretty sure the Pokemon manga's in Korokoro, so Viz could do it.
I wonder if they've done some like they've covered Yoshi's Island.
From what we
Eh,
could tell, it started with Mario World, the
oh,
manga.
okay.
So after that, it's probably fair game, but like Mario 2, 3, I think Donkey
Or
Kong, if they would
or
count that.
or what I really want to know is, has Mario-kun met Baby Mario-kun?
Yeah, did they do
How's-
Travelers in Time in the Mario and
Oh,
Luigi games?
how does that work?
I want to see what baby Mario Kun looks like with that smile.
Yeah,
Luigi also has that smile. I guess he'd be Luigi Kun.
yeah.
And Yoshi Kun has that smile too. He was just as a cheerleader in the panel we looked at.
Yeah. um, yeah. I'll probably link just just a picture of the leak so you guys can take a look at that. It looks really cool. Cool. And speaking of leaks,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh, ah, sigh.
So,
So
you know how,
there's. Go ahead. You do it.
okay, so you
So.
know how, first Smash was data mined and we found out about a bunch of DLC characters and all that stuff. Then Splatoon was data mined and, found a bunch of weapons and maps and stuff. Well, now,
The shop.
yep, the eShop has been data mined. What?
And they found the worst Zelda game of all.
Hold on. They found a lot of stuff there. Uh, Most of it, I think, is like supposed to be,
Virtual Console.
yeah, Virtual Console. I'm not gonna read it all out. They're listed. Most of this stuff is Japan only. There's some Europe stuff, but there's Game Boy Advance games such as like Drill Dozer, F-Zero, Starfy, Mario Party Advance, Mega Man Battle Network, the Phoenix Wright games, Sonic Adventure games. The NES in Europe has Dig Dug 2, Hogan's Alley, and Wild Gunman. Japan also has those three games on NES. N64 has.
What about Wii?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Has Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, and Punishment Star Fox. I'm pretty sure most of those are out here, so I don't know why Japan doesn't have them. DS has Kirby games, the Zelda games, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger, Star Fox, Mario 64. Again, that's out. But then, as Arm said, Wii has some games, including in Europe, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. In Japan, Kiki Trick, Kirby's Epic Yarn, Skyward Sword, Mario Strikers Charge, Mario Super Sluggers, the best game, Metroid Other M, Poke Park Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, Super Paper Mario, Wario Land Shake It, Xenoblade Chronicles, and listed under a somewhat different name, The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, HD. Woo!
Oh, no, no.
Yes.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to happen eventually. We're going to get a remake of Twilight Princess.
Yeah, good.
I'm not very happy about that. You guys may not know, but... Oh, well, if you watch that video that Brooklyn and I recorded, you may know. But Twilight Princess is, like, my least favorite Zelda game. So, yeah, I'm not too excited for this.
It's my favorite,
I know Connor
to be
is.
honest.
Connor is.
So,
Right?
yeah.
You're excited for it?
Yeah, it's my favorite Zelda game. I even have it listed under my top games on Blazekick.
Why do you like Twilight Princess?
I don't know, I just like the dungeons in it more. And aside from the beginning stuff, I just like the general game, or the gameplay more than Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask is the only one that's really close to it for me. I'd say personally, because it's a remake, and so far 2 of the 3 Zelda remakes have been improvements upon the original, so I'm going to assume that this is going to continue to be the case, considering the one that wasn't an improvement was the first remake, so they've learned, I guess. But I'm going to assume that they're going to make Hyrule Field not empty. They're going to add stuff to it. And hopefully that stuff is going to be making items like the spinner and the ball and chain not useless outside of their dungeons. Because I never really got to use them much because they were useless, but they were kind of cool. Especially the spinner. I don't know why I like that so much. The beginning part, I'm not sure really how they could fix that. But like Wind Waker changed the Triforce chart thing, so I'm sure they could figure out a way. Maybe not have the tutorials until you actually need those things. But even then, it would still feel useless because, like, are you ever required to fish aside from, like, the tutorial and, like, one other time for a heart piece? No, the Yeti thing. You need to fish a stinkfish, I think it is, to get into the Snowhead Temple.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, all those things I really hate about Twilight Princess. The beginning. I hate Hyrule Field. I'm not too fond of those dungeons in that game. There's some that I like. Like, I absolutely hated the water temple.
I don't even...
I think,
oh, yeah, I remember it. Yeah,
that's...
yeah,
oh my god.
that was probably my least favorite temple in that game.
Yeah. I did like the first one where you get the boots, the anti-gravity boots. I did like that one. I think that's the first one, or one of the first
second.
ones. Yeah, I did like that one. But
Well, they're not.
yeah,
They're just the metal boots that are now magnetic, or
yeah,
iron boots, or whatever they're called.
yeah. So I did like that one. Um,
Do you
but
like
yeah,
the snow one? That's like that abandoned mansion.
a bit. I got annoyed by it.
Do you like?
Damn wolves.
Do you like the Temple of Time?
Mm, kind of. See, I don't hate them all. Just hate a few, but that's enough for me to hate the. Well, not like the game as much.
I'm gonna say my least favorite dungeon is probably the desert
My
one.
yeah, my complaints for that game are more like all the wolf stuff. I hate
Mm.
that. The beginning again. Hyrule Field. And Epona. I hate writing Epona.
Really? I
Yeah, I
like her
hated
way
writing Epona.
more than in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Oh no, I love writing Epona in Majora's Mask.
Being able to
Hopefully you don't really
actually
need it.
use your sword is like
Eh,
good.
oh, it's overrated. Oh,
Overrated.
I don't know. There's a lot of people like that. I don't. I come
Why?
from simpler times where you could just sell your boat. Don't pay attention to anything. Just leave the room and arrive at your destination. Yeah. So if they can fix all of that, or at least some of the stuff that I don't like, I'll be happy with it. Of course, I'm gonna play it because it's Twilight Princess or it's Zelda and in HD,
Probably look
which
like
I
that
want.
tech demo.
Oh yeah, definitely. Really?
So that's gonna be cool.
Uh, do you think? Do you really think it's gonna look like that?
Well, why not? The Wii U can do that.
But that was a tech demo. That was like that only scene. Like what was like 30 seconds?
Yeah, I mean like the the Wii U can display that kind of graphics. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Then at that point they would have to remake the game entirely, not just put it on the. I think they're just gonna put it on the software that they developed to port Wind Waker.
Yeah.
The, yeah,
Well,
because
also
Twilight Princess is basically a GameCube game.
it's on Wind Waker's engine too,
Yeah.
the GameCube version.
So just expect a lot of bloom.
That would totally not fit Twilight Princess. Game constantly in Twilight.
oh, oh my god.
So, another interesting thing people
Oh,
have.
hold on. So before we go into, were you gonna transition to another
No.
topic? Okay. Is it still Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, some people are thinking this is like an apology, or like, sorry, Zelda U's not coming out. It's gonna be NX exclusive, which I guess we'll get into more in a couple topics, NX stuff, but some other people have pointed out that the team that did Wind Waker HD hasn't done anything since. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
a 2-year dev cycle, basically, if they are doing this. And Wind Waker HD had, I think, 9-month dev cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I really doubt that they've been working on Twilight Princess for 2 years.
well, what else have they been doing? Because like
Maybe.
Ocarina or Majora's Mask had a much bigger dev cycle than Ocarina of Time, despite the originals not being that way and Majora's Mask being a smaller game.
Okay.
So maybe they're taking this long because they're actually like trying to
stuff.
improve. Like
Hopefully.
it took a while to figure out how to make the beginning flow a lot better.
Add an auto ride to Epona, just like the auto save. Please. I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah. So I was just gonna bring up that, and so do you think this basically means no Zelda U on Wii U?
No.
The original Zelda game on Wii U?
No.
No? Really?
Yeah.
Still? Hmm. I, I I still think that that game is going to be delayed to NX, to be honest. And I think I'm more inclined to that assumption with Twilight Princess HD. Um, so do you think this game is going to release this year, or they're going to just save it for, let's say, around March or February 2016?
I think two things depend on that. One, I'm not sure if this is what you were getting at when you were talking about the extra life. Maybe if they announce a future game.
Yeah.
So if they announce it at the extra life thing, then I think it could potentially launch like the next Thursday after that, or even after the stream. Just like how Earthbound Beginnings launched during the NWC thing, and it was announced right there.
No. They need marketing over Twilight Princess though.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Dude, they had a like huge marketing for Wind Waker and other remakes like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but we don't know if this is like digital only.
Okay, I see that.
So that was kind of my thing. If it's like digital only, if it's physical, no, it's probably not going to be this year.
Yeah. So if this rumor or this data mining leak would have released around 2 weeks ago when Star Fox Zero was delayed, I would have been inclined to say that this game was going to come out on that day, on the 20th. But now that other games have taken that spot, I really doubt this game is coming out this year.
Yeah, I think the only way it's coming out this year is if it's digital only.
Yeah. Maybe first quarter of 2016.
But at the same time, if it's digital only, then would they really have put that much effort in fixing stuff?
Yeah.
Because they probably wouldn't sell it for $60 if it's digital only.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. We'll see. This has to be officially announced sooner or later.
Assuming it wasn't just randomly added to troll.
True.
Stop data mining our stuff, guys.
Twilight Princess HD. Yeah, we'll see.
Can't wait for the internet browser to be data mined next.
Oh.
Or the friends list. Miiverse.
Yeah, and they find some. They find the name of the what is it? Damn it, the 3D Mario game that we all want. Ooh.
Find a bunch of communities that have unannounced games.
Oh, yeah. Or what if they find Rosalina Galaxy Wars? Oh.
Or Nekopara Wii U and 3DS. Finally.
Ooh. Or GG Series Collection HD. Oh. Please.
That's why it's been so long since the last one.
Yeah.
So, Pokemon Go. Now, that's another mobile game. We probably should have put this at the DNA thing.
Yeah.
But, that's a game that was announced and is coming out next year, I think. And, Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, and Google all invested $30 million into, was it Entech? Is that it?
Niantic.
Niantic.
Yeah.
The company that's behind it. Now, I didn't really read this, but did they each do 30 million or 30 million in total?
I think it's 30 million in total.
Okay.
But I can check real quick.
So, I mean, that's showing like promise, like, or not, trust from those three.
Yeah, I'm more surprised of that Google. invested in that.
Do you think they're doing that to try to get some kind of Android over iOS thing?
Nah, no, no, I doubt it.
Like, even if
I,
it's not like the game's exclusive, like it could be like the game launches earlier, or
I think it's just for that it's gonna use Google Maps to locate your location. That's probably it.
but would
What do you?
Google really invest that much to get that? Like, what other map service would they use?
Oh, there's the thing Bing has one.
Would they really use Bing? Like, seriously?
Microsoft, a Microsoft engine.
Nintendo wouldn't let them use Microsoft.
Or what about Apple's? You
There's
never
a
know.
Pikachu on the Eiffel Tower right next to you, but I'm in Canada.
That could happen. You never know.
Yeah, that's what would happen if they used Apple. So, like, I don't know. I just don't see Google investing that much money if they weren't trying to get some kind of Android deal.
Hmm.
Like, besides the game being exclusive, which I can't see Nintendo doing. In fact, I'm pretty sure they've already announced it's on iPhone. But I don't know what else they would be doing unless there were like events exclusive to Android, but that doesn't seem to like it would work with how the game works. Like something like Love Live that would make or that could work, but I don't really see how that would work with this.
Hmm. So I found out about the investment. So it's $30 million in total,
Okay.
and they got 20 million upfront from Nintendo, Google, and Pokemon Company, and then the additional 10 million uh, are gonna be they're gonna get that once they meet their goals, their milestones. That's what they're calling it.
Hmm.
Huh. But still, it's they must trust them.
Mm-hmm.
With Pokemon Go. Maybe it's really gonna be big. You never know. Apparently, the trailer on their Pokemon, on the Pokemon YouTube channel has a bunch of views. So people are interested in this. I am interested in this. I will be a team leader. Just train with Pikachu's. 6 Pikachu's. Be me. Fight me.
Okay.
Fight me.
Okay, I'll come in with a Geodude and sweep you. Level 1.
uh, I'll use the same tactic that Ash in the anime. Have a sprinkler.
He only did that on Onyx, sorry.
Oh, it's still gonna work though.
Nope, only Onyx, not Geodude.
Oh, okay. Iron Tail. Boom.
Darn.
Boom.
Okay, I'll have to bring more Geodudes. Iron Tail only has an 85% accuracy, so I can rely on that.
My Pikachu. One of my Pikachu will be a cosplay Pikachu. That luchador Pikachu. There you go.
Assuming you can even get those.
I'll dress it up. Damn. Anyway, what's the next topic?
Nintendo, according to this report, has sent out NX dev kits. These dev kits apparently include industry-leading chips as well as a handheld component. And the Wall Street Journal reports, keep in mind, they said there'd be a live-action Zelda series coming to Netflix, that it will be launching, or Nintendo is aiming to launch in 2016.
Oof. Wow.
So.
That's really soon.
Yeah. I've seen some people say that would be good to just get the NX out as quickly as possible. But look at it this way. If third parties are getting dev kits now, assume it launches mid-November 2016, the launch lineup's gonna be ports or shovelware. Like
Mm.
1 year. The only game I can think of that has like a 1 year dev cycle that was good was Wind Waker HD, but that's basically just like a graphical upgrade
Yeah.
and
You,
improving a
well,
couple things.
well, I think they just want to have those AAA games on their systems, but still 1 year to port it or to develop the game for it. Even like Call of Duty now, they used to be on a 2 year cycle. Now they're on a 3 year cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So even that, but maybe they want to do sports games. I think they operate on a 1 year cycle.
Probably, unless they have multiple teams.
Yeah, I think once they're done with the game, they start coming up with new
Well, I mean, it's not like the
things with it.
sports games really take much changing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, finally, well, I'm gonna say it's believable. NX rumor.
Wasn't this a press release?
It looks like it, right?
Yeah, them sending the dev kits. Wasn't that a press release from Nintendo?
Oh, I didn't get it. So, I don't know.
Well, Japan, because it says Tokyo at the top.
Okay.
Just the Go Nintendo article that I have linked. It looks in the format of a press release.
Oh no, it's the style that Wall Street Journal
Oh.
writes.
Oh, this whole
Yeah,
thing was from Wall Street Journal?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, keep in mind what I said earlier then.
But still, I think this is really plausible, I guess. Um,
I'd say the 2016 thing's a little stretching it.
mm,
If they
I,
just sent the dev kits.
I think for me it's mostly that portable component to it.
Mm.
So basically, the NX will replace their handheld or combine their handheld and console markets if you want to do that.
Mm.
I kind of don't want that because I like having a portable system.
Same, I have a brother. I don't want to buy either two consoles or have to, like, figure out.
Who gets what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. Like always, these are just rumors. Um, but I think even like the Wii U started off like this, right?
Yeah.
Like there was this rumor that dev kits for Project Cafe started going out to developers, and then we started to know more about that controller. So if this is in fact true, I think we can expect to at least hear about how the controller looks like, how it works, how it functions with that handheld component that it's supposed to have.
So, this has industry-leading chips.
I think they're
So,
talking.
that's like CPU and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, keeping in mind, if this launches 2016, that's 3 years after the PS4 and Xbox One, which are potentially gonna get another price cut in that time period. Do you think they might have to sell at a loss to compete with that?
I don't think it's gonna get another price cut, but I think it's gonna get another iteration. I'm talking about the PS4 and the Xbox One.
So you think like PS5 and Xbox 2 are gonna come out?
No,
next
no,
year?
no, like PS4 Slim,
Oh,
something along those lines. I think that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, if this what is it, Project or NX comes out in 2016, it's basically the middle of the PS4 and Xbox One's life cycle.
depending on how long they last.
Or yeah, that's true.
Microsoft said they want the Xbox One to last 10 years.
Yeah, but it's still they have to that NX has to have a lot of power to compete with the PS4, especially with PS4.
But they
And
also have to be able to keep the price at PS4 3 years in.
well, I think they can do that if they get rid of the once they get rid of the gamepad, they can do that.
But it's going to be bundled with a handheld.
You don't know. Maybe it functions with that handheld.
Hopefully, it doesn't. Like, it gets that European PS4 Vita type bundle thing, but not. That's not the main way.
So that's optional if you want it.
Yeah, hopefully. And then you can, like, buy the handheld somewhere else. Or, like, not somewhere else, but...
But still, if you just bought the NX without the handheld, you would just use it at not at its full potential,
Yeah.
what they wanted to use it for. So, yeah, it's tricky if they want to do that.
Because they pretty much have to be able to make it easy for third parties to port to PS4 and Xbox One, or from PS4 and Xbox One, because that's one of the reasons they were so quick. It costs a lot more to port, or quick to drop. It costs a lot more to port to Wii U, and then they don't sell. Well, we don't know if they still wouldn't, but they didn't sell as good, so they didn't make their money back, so it's not worth it. But if it's an easy port, then they might be more willing to hold it out longer.
Yeah. So, still, like you mentioned that maybe they would do this something similar like Sony did in Europe, that they bundled the Vita and PS4 together. That's still a tough sell to me for a brand new console.
How much was that? Was that like the same price as just...
No, that was like $100 more, so like $500. So you would basically get the PS4 for the 300, pay 200 for the Vita. Still a tough sell.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's nothing we can do but just speculate. And it's fun.
Or we can invent a time machine and go to the future and find out.
True. We could do that too.
We can get all the E3 leaks. Hey guys, here's E3 2020.
What if the Wii U is still alive by 2020?
I'd be very shocked.
What if Amiibo Festival saved it?
Well, I mean, technically the Dreamcast could still be considered alive because they're still making games for it.
Yeah. What if Amiibo Festival saved it and the competitors saw that an Amiibo game did so well on a system, they released their own Toys to Life game. So you would get like Master Chief figures or some Nathan Drake figures.
Can't wait.
Please. Yeah. But yeah. Let us know what you guys think about the NX rumors. Please let us know.
Please.
Please.
Plus.
Yeah. So I think that covers all of our main topics this week.
Yep. There are no dank questions.
Yeah, so plugs. I guess I will plug the Super Mario Maker contest that we still have going on. It ends on October 21st. So how that works, you submit a level on, and let's just keep it on on the video for episode 36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you submit your level there. You enter your Twitter username. That way, if you win, that's how we're gonna contact you. And then you'll just choose which amiibo you want, either a Marth amiibo or a Greninja amiibo. And our criteria for the winner is basically we're gonna play the levels that we get, and we're just gonna pick our favorite one. And hopefully we'll agree. Hopefully.
And just a reminder, the deadline for that is Wednesday, October 21st. Do we have a time for that, or just like when the day ends?
When the day ends.
Okay, so what time zone?
Pacific.
So let's just say 11:59 Pacific time.
Yeah.
So
Even if you send it on Thursday, and if we have time to check it out, we'll check it out.
yeah, basically you're just guaranteeing that we just guarantee we'll check out anything before that. There's still a chance. However, if all three of us don't play it, it's disqualified.
Yeah.
So even if like I managed to play a level submitted late, however, if you submitted your level before the deadline, even if all three of us didn't play, it's not disqualified.
Yep. That's true. And we'll try to play it. All of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have time to play the levels that have been submitted so far.
2 of them.
This weekend.
Ooh. Yeah. So get on that, please. Send us your levels. We'll talk. We'll actually have a segment where we're gonna talk about them.
By the way, just to clarify too, the Marth and Greninja thing, you get the one you said.
Yeah.
Because before, I think it was kind of worded sounding like whichever one got the most votes, we'd give the winner.
Yeah.
But that would kind of suck if, like, Marth's currently winning, so maybe you own Marth but want Greninja. That would kind of suck.
Yeah, that at first that was the intention of just picking out or choosing the most popular one, but the hell with it. We'll just give you the one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have another thing to plug?
God, just Lance and Mask episode 3. That best episode so far, to be honest.
Cool. And I would like to plug an anime as well. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Mr. Osomatsu, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Mr. Osomatsu. Or Otsumatsu-kun. No, Osomatsu-san.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Check it out. At least check out the first episode, because oh my god. Oh.
It's basically these 6 brothers.
Yeah.
Are based. There was a mangaka made a manga about them, and it's celebrating his 80th birthday, which I probably sometime during this season. They're reviving his characters as an anime, and I'm not gonna say too much, but basically they're trying to fit into the modern anime scene.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting. Yeah. And lastly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment on our videos. We actually have a couple more videos coming out soonish, like an unboxing. Hopefully I can edit that. And then, check out the Persona 4 Dancing All Night videos that we have on there. We have 2 currently, Adachi and Marie DLC. Check it out.
Are you gonna upload the last DLC thing?
Yeah, Hatsune Miku. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, can't believe how excited I am for that. Oh my god. That day I'm gonna be checking PSN like every minute just to see when it's up.
I hope it's
so
one of those things that like is the last one to be uploaded.
Oh my god.
Like,
knowing PSN, it's gonna go up like
now.
at 8. Yeah, now. like 5 p.m. That tends to happen with PSN, by the way.
Nintendo, like everything, 9 a.m. Pacific time Thursday morning. Bam, PSN. We'll put a few things now, maybe a few more things in a couple hours. It'll all be out before Tuesday's over, but... And only big games get midnight launches on PSN.
I know. Sucks.
The others, like... Even, like, J-Stars, that was just, like, added randomly throughout the day, too. That wasn't midnight.
Yeah. Well, I hope Persona 5 gets one of those midnight releases. And usually if you pre-order a game through PSN, a PS4 game through PSN, you get like an exclusive theme. And I want them to do that with Persona 5, please. I would pre-order it day 1.
Day 0.
Day 0 edition. Comes with the theme. Yeah, basically because you get charged right away once you pre-order it.
You can't cancel.
Yeah, so basically day 0 edition. Anyway, subscribe and rate us on iTunes. We have an iTunes feed. We usually leave a link on the description, so check that out. Visit us and like us on Facebook, Blazekick Media. Follow us on Twitter. What's your Twitter, Connor?
I don't have something funny, so double through one.
Cool. Mine's at ArmsMXZ. Noah, the one that was taken by Bowser.
He's at rewrite_TV.
No, it's at Dashy007. Blazekick is, what is it? At Blazekick Tweet.
Yeah.
And visit blazekick.com. We have a couple of stuff on there, like the weekly Nintendo Unleashed post.
Hey, as soon as I finish Chibi Robo, I'm going back to weekly.
Yeah, and there's actually a new review on there. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, yep. Forgot to plug that.
The Phantom Pain review, written by our very own Tyler.
Woo.
Yeah, check that out. And lastly, I just want to tease a new guest next week. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun episode, and I guess the tease is that we're gonna talk about Amiibo a lot. So please check that out next week.
Guest.
Yeah, brand new guest. So he's gonna be on episode 28.
28.
Ooh. Is it?
38.
Oh, 38.
Scrub.
Wow, 38 weeks of doing this. Ooh.
39 actually, because we skipped one.
Oh yeah. So it's getting to me, man. I keep forgetting stuff.
Almost a year.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a new guest next week. Exciting. So thank you guys for listening to us talk about Nintendo and occasionally Persona. This has been episode 37 of Nintendo Unleashed, the only active podcast on Blazekick.
Rip.
And we'll see you next week.